Good day. I am Tiffany Macy Dallin from Bachelor of Physical Education 2C, and I am going to discuss the topic 3.1, which is Program Outcomes and Student Learning Outcomes. The shift of focus in education from content to student learning outcomes has changed teachers' instructional perspective. In the past, teachers were often heard about their concern to finish their subject matter before the end of the term. Maybe because of the number of their students or failure to clarify the desired learning outcomes. Teachers' concern for outcomes was secondary to the completion of the planned content for the subject. In short, teachers were more content-centered than outcome-centered. It is simply defined as the knowledge, skills, or behaviors that a program student should be able to demonstrate upon program completion. In other words, what is the ideal portrait of the successful graduate of your program? The teacher must understand, develop, and sustain arguments about and critically evaluate the current problems, principles, and concepts of the field of study, most of which should be at the forefront of the development in the disciplines. Continue to advance their knowledge and skills in the field using the established sources of advancement information in the field. Program outcomes represents broad statements that incorporate many areas of interrelated knowledge and skills developed over the duration of the program through a wide range of courses and experiences. They represent the big picture, describe broad aspects of behavior, and encompass multiple learning experiences. The new educational perspective requires teachers to visualize the ideal graduates 3 or more years after graduation and right after completion of the program. Graduation time as state and institutional outcomes and program outcomes, the Commission on Higher Education, the body that regulates higher education in the Philippines, and its Memorandum Order Number 20/2014 requires the following program outcomes for all higher education institution: the ability to A. Articulate and discuss the latest developments in the specific field of practice. A teacher needs to discuss and tackle the latest topic, trend, issues, and developments in the field of teaching and learning to the students. B. Effectively communicate orally and in writing using both English and Filipino. The best way to communicate with students is to show them that you value their time. Teachers must have good communication skills to help their students achieve academic success. Teachers also need good communication skills to further their career in education. Without good communication skills, teachers disable the learning process as well as their own career mobility. C. Work effectively and independently in multidisciplinary and multicultural teams. Taking the time to learn about the culture of your students can help you relate to them on a personal level and take away some of the stigma associated. D. Act in recognition of professional, social, and ethical responsibility. 1, 2, 3, go. D. Act in recognition of professional, social, and ethical responsibility. Ethical responsibility is the ability to recognize, interpret, and act upon multiple principles and values according to the standards within a given field and or context. Social responsibility is an ethical behavior in which individuals are accountable for fulfilling their civic duty, and the actions of by an individual must benefit the whole of society. If its equilibrium is maintained, then social responsibility is accomplished. And last, preserve and promote Filipino historical and cultural heritage, informing the people to the persuasive requirement of promotion to the cultural heritage, awakening the mindfulness and interest people to make them feel apprehensive by the promotion of the cultural heritage can be done in different ways, such as heritage festival. Culture and its heritage reflect and shape values, beliefs, and aspirations, thereby defining a people's national identity. It is important to preserve our cultural heritage because it keeps our integrity as a people. And that's all. Thank you.
Good day, ma'am. My name is Kimberly Tampos Cuquilla, and I'm going to give definitions or explanations about our given topics. Some program outcomes are based on types of higher education institutional or HEI because this determines the focus and purpose of the HEI. For example, graduates of professional institutions demonstrate a service orientation in one's profession. Graduates of colleges participate in various types of employment, development, activities, and public discourses, particularly in response to the needs of the communities one serves. Graduates of universities participate in the generation of new knowledge or in research and development projects. Graduates of the state universities and colleges must, in addition, have the competencies to support national, regional, and local development plans.
Good day everyone, I am Maria Kathleen Andy Suriaco and I will be discussing the program outcomes for teacher education. As a graduate of teacher education program will or must deliver a meaningful learning experiences for all students by integrating their knowledge of content, pedagogy. The learner and the learning environment should engage in a reflective instructional cycle of planning, instructing, assessing, and adjusting based on the data. And of course, applying a variety of communication, instructional, and assessment strategies into their teaching. So this program outcomes specifically to degrees, our program is spelled out in the specific policies or policies, standards, and guidelines or the PSG per program or degree issued by the same commission. The CMOs below are just some of the program outcomes of teacher education as a discipline. We have the first one is the CMO number 74 series of 2017. Policies, standards, and guidelines for Bachelor of Elementary Education or the BEED, which the BEED or the degree program aims to develop highly motivated and competent teachers specializing in the content and pedagogy for elementary education. After a successful completion of all academic requirements of the degree or the program, graduates of the BEED or the Bachelor of Elementary Education should be able to practice the teaching profession in the elementary level. And of course, we have the second one, the CMO number 75 or series of 2017 or the CHED Memorandum Order number 75 series of 2017, policies, standards, and guidelines for Bachelor of Secondary Education. The BASED or the Bachelor of Secondary Education program aims to develop highly motivated and competent teachers specializing in the content and pedagogy for secondary education. After a successful completion of all academic requirements of the degree or the program, graduates from Bachelor of Secondary Education should be able to practice the teaching profession in the secondary education level. And the following we have here the following program outcomes for teacher education in 2017 Philippines, wherein graduates of the teacher education programs equipped with relevant knowledge, skills, attitude, and values shall be able to, we have the first one, the letter A, articulate the rootedness of education in philosophical, sociocultural, historical, psychological, and political contexts. We have the second one, the letter B. He or she must demonstrate mastery of subject of his or her subject matter or discipline. We have the third one, C. Facilitate learning using a wide range of teaching methodologies and delivery modes appropriate to specific learners and their environments. Letter D. Develop innovative curricula, instructional plans for their diverse learners. Letter E. Apply skills in the development and utilization of ICT to promote quality, relevant, and sustainable educational practices. Letter G. Practice professional and ethical teaching standards sensitive to local, national, and global realities. And the last one, we have letter H. D. Pursue lifelong learning for professional growth through varied experiential and field-based opportunities. My bad. It should be professional, not professional. My bad. And we have here the... this is wrong. This one. We have here this one. In addition to the program outcomes of teacher education, which I've mentioned before, which is the CMO number 74, section 7, 2017. Here are some of the program also that the CHED has. In addition to the program outcomes of teacher education in a discipline, there are program outcomes specific to Bachelor of Elementary Education, which I mentioned kanina. The CMO number 74 series of 2017, and also the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, Filipino, Mathematics, Science, Social Studies, the CMO number 75 series of 2017, which I mentioned din kanina. Also, we have Bachelor of Early Childhood Education, the CMO number 76 series of 2017. Ito yung ibang mga program outcomes ng teacher education as a discipline. Also, we have Bachelor of Special Needs Education, the CMO number 77 series of 2017, or the SHED Memorandum Order number 77 series of 2017. Bachelor of Technology and Livelihood Education sa CMO number 78 series of 2017. Bachelor of Technical Vocational Teacher Education, the CMO number 79 series of 2017. And we have also the Bachelor of Physical Education, CMO number 80 series of 2017, and Bachelor of Culture and Arts Education, CMO number 82 series of 2017. These are the CMO series of 2017, which I mentioned before na nakapaloob dito sa program outcomes ng teacher education ng 2017 Philippines. That would be all, and I thank you. God bless everyone. Bye.
So, in addition to the program outcomes of teacher education as a discipline, there are program outcomes specific to Bachelor of Elementary Education, or CMO number 74 as 2017. Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, Filipino, Mathematics, Science, Social Studies, CMO number 75 as 2017. Bachelor of Early Childhood Education, CMO number 76 as 2017. Bachelor of Special Needs Education, CMO number 77 S 2017. Bachelor of Technology and Livelihood Education, CMO number 78 S 2017. Bachelor of Technical Vocational Teacher Education, CMO number 79 S 2017. Bachelor of Physical Education, CMO number 80 S 2017. Bachelor of Culture and Arts Education, CMO number 82 S 2017. For details, refer to the given CMOs.